But does that loss, now that you guys are up and going well, does that hurt more, considering you're 5-0?
Oh, I suppose it hurts a bit. Yeah, we obviously disappointed with the loss, but we reviewed the game just then and still got a lot to work on. But coming from where we've come from, it's still not a bad spot to be in, 5-1.
Bobby, your slow starts. Saw your tweet with other guys about them saying cost you the game. How concerning are they?
Yeah, we had a focus about it on this for this weekend, and the boys discussed it, and something that we're aware of, and we're just going to have to keep working on. We're just obviously having to train it and get our heads around the starts, and obviously put in a bit better effort.
What can you do differently? What can you do differently?
Training intensity from the start of training is something that we're going to focus on this week, and really get it going from there.
So have you identified anything as to why you have been starting slowly? Because that was your worst on the weekend.
No, we haven't. So we're just going to keep working as we have been across the pre-season and all throughout the year so far, on just doing the things that we need to work on across the board and not focusing on one particular area.
Is that your biggest concern though, clearly, your starts?
Nah, not quite. There's other things, aspects of the game that we need to work on, like stoppages and stuff like that we're well aware of, and we reviewed it today, and something we're just going to have to keep working on.
So when you come out of training, you just go hard from the word go rather than sort of ease into the sessions now?
Yeah, pretty much.
How did you find the weekend without Ken there? Was he doing much to refuse, or was Richo doing a lot?
It was cold for starters, not that much. Yeah, no, Richo did half the review, which he normally does, and nothing changed from normal. And Kenny took over from the rest of the time, and yeah, it was a pretty normal review, to be honest.
Did he sort of explain how hard it was for him watching on TV?
He spoke briefly about it, but nothing much was mentioned. But Richo did a great job on game day, and the days leading up to it, he was unreal. So I couldn't fault him.
Was it a bit strange not having him Ken down and pay you video?
It was a little bit, but yeah, no one really. We spoke about it as a group, and no one really noticed it, to be honest. Obviously, he's a different personality to Richo, but yeah, we just wanted to go about our business like we normally do.
What about without Jacko down there as well? How did you cope without him?
Yeah, it was a little bit different. We had a bit of a different look to us, a little bit shorter, which I don't know. We did pretty well to cover him, I thought. Campbell Heath did a really good job, defensively especially, and having Camo Shea back there as well helped out with height, because he's a pretty tall lad himself, so it wasn't too bad.
And you'll get Jack Rewalt this week, I assume?
Not sure. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's either me, Tommy Jonas. I mean, Tommy's had some massive jobs this year and done a really, really good job. So whether I get him or he gets him, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to back our structures in up the field to do the job defensively across the board.
How can you get a bounce straight back from that loss and get right back into the winners list?
Yeah, it was mentioned that the good teams don't lose two games in a row, and we want to be one of those good teams that they're talking about. So 2 games in a row, we just don't want to lose. So it's something that we're going to massive focus on for us this week.
You need to focus on how explosive Richmond are, especially with the slow starts you've been having.
Yeah, they've been really good. The way they move the ball and is as good as anyone in the competition. And they've got some really dangerous players, and Delidio, Cochin, you name it, they've got it. So we're going to have to be on the ball from the get-go this week, and it's something that we're going to be working on this week.
And with your starts, I know you've come back from 5 down against Adelaide and 7 goals down against West Coast. I guess you can't, and obviously in North Melbourne you were 6 goals down. You can't keep giving sides a start, can you?
No, obviously not. We'd obviously love to be 10 goals up at 3/4 time and go into the last quarter with a bit of a lead, but it hasn't been the case, and it's something we're just going to have to work on.
Physically, how much better are you this year?
I feel a lot better running across the ground, pretty much, and it's been easier getting up and down the ground rather than sitting trapped in back 50, I suppose. But it's been good, and a lot of the credit's got to go to the fitness staff, and a lot of the boys had a crack at me about stuff, so it's been good.
And physically, have you lost some weight at all?
Oh, maybe a kilo. It's more changed my body shape, pretty much, and got a bit fitter. So
you'll feel you're reaping rewards, obviously, from all of that.
Yeah, definitely. Feeling a lot better going up and down the ground. Able to stay on the ground a lot longer and have a bit more impact across the 4 quarters.
How do you feel about being the pin-up boy for Port Adelaide's fitness improvement? Because every time it gets mentioned, your name gets mentioned.
Well, there's been improvement across the board. Like if you're looking at at the numbers, like Bogey's running stepped up another level, as well as Brad Ebert, which I didn't think could happen. And even like Kane Corns is running PBs and stuff like that. So across the board, everyone's gotten better, and I think that's shown in the games.
And Chad Wingard obviously on report today, but how important is he to the side?
Yeah, he's had a ripping start to the year. He's one of the guys that can change the game off the drop of the hat, and he's got that X factor. So hopefully he gets through the report. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest, so can't really comment on what happened.
And as a rival player, do you look at Geelong? I know not playing them this week, but they've just flown out the gates again. Can you believe how they never sort of deteriorate? They just keep going.
Yeah, they're unbelievable how they're playing, and yeah, we're envious of what they've done and what they've been able to achieve. So we're obviously trying to emulate a few of their things and trying to get that same sort of groove that they've got. That they're just always confident in winning, which is something that we've been able to do for the first 5 rounds, and then we were pretty close on the weekend again.
Has Ken spoken with players about what makes them so good at all, having been there before?
No, he doesn't bring them up much at all, to be honest. He's all about us and what we can do as a team to improve across what we're trying to, the areas that we're working on. And he's just about us improving as a team rather than trying to individualise and compare guys to other guys in other teams. So.